The problem is, I think there's two numbers that we have to look at. Even more negative than deflation is fixed asset investment. So in the first half of 2023, private Chinese firms only increased their fixed asset investment by 0.2% versus state-owned enterprises by 8.1%. So the problem that's facing China right now is not a lack of liquidity, which is why I don't think a stimulus will have a major impact on the positive for the economy, but we're facing a crisis of confidence, both in the private Chinese sector and in consumers. Consumers are taking a wait-and-see attitude before they buy anything. My firm in the last month, we've interviewed 50 restaurants across the country, and they're all telling us that they're viewing per capita spending on dining down about 20%. So if you go to malls, you go to restaurants in China right now, it's bustling, people are back. You have 20-minute, hour-long lineups to get into restaurants. But as one restaurant manager told me, we're busy, but we're just not making a lot of money because people are cutting back on their spending per capita by about 20%. That's the reality of today. But
all right, well, if you're saying that even policy action is not going to solve this, then where are we headed?
Yeah, so I think we've got a rough 3 to 6 months. But on the good side is, I'm very negative and I'm painting a negative outlook, but it's not that bad, which is why I don't think the government is going to launch a major stimulus. I don't think it would work. There's only so much infrastructure spend that could be spent, to build up roads and subways and airlines. But the situation, we're still expecting about a 5% GDP growth. I think that's highly attainable. That's why the Chinese government isn't panicking right now. They're willing to have slow growth. They don't want to go into major debt like the United States. But there is issues. So if I was an investor, I'd be very cautious about investing in China over the next month period. There are still some good gems. Again, think companies where consumers are trading down to, like a Luckin Coffee, just saw 80% growth year on year. I've been touting that since I first spoke with Will last November, as well as Yum China with KFC is doing really well. So there's still some bright spots in the economy for investors, but overall the macroeconomic outlook is not very good.